Here's a rule that we're going to use to solve exponentials. When you have a base b raised to any power x, and it's equal to the same base b raised to some other power y, so you have to have the same base with this equality. That implies that you can get rid of the bases altogether and set the exponent on the left equal to the exponent on the right. So when you have the same base, b to the x equals b to the y, that implies that the exponent x is equal to the exponent y. And that makes it possible to solve equations. So example, we're going to solve the exponential equations. Part A is base 4 raised to the x power equals base 4 raised to the negative 3 power. And part B, base 5 raised to the x squared plus 8 power equals base 125 raised to the 2x power. Okay, so for our solution, we're going to try to get the same bases on both sides of the equal sign. Then we can use the rule that we have in the cloud at the top of this video. And we may equate the exponents. So let's look at part A. Here we had 4 to the x power equals 4 to the negative 3 power. You know, we don't even have to change this. It's already ready. It's ready to go because it already has the same base equal to the same base. And that means, according to the rule up in the cloud, the exponent on the left, x, is equal to the exponent on the right, negative 3. So this enables us to get the variable down from the attic. It's up in the attic in the exponent position. This allows us to bring it downstairs and just say that x is equal to negative 3, and that one's finished. Now the other one's harder. Base 5 raised to the x squared plus 8 power equals base 125 raised to the 2x power. Now we want to have both sides written in the same base. So let's try to rewrite 125 in the same base as the left, the 5. Yeah, it's 5 to the third power. So we're going 5 times 5 times 5, that's 125. So we're going to replace 125 on the right side with 5 to the third power and see what that looks like. Okay, that implies that the left side, 5 to the x squared plus 8, is equal to parenthesis 5 to the third power parenthesis to the 2x power. See, I just replaced 125 with the equivalent value 5 to the third power. Now, you know the rules of exponents. It says when you have a base raised to a power, then you raise it to another power. You multiply the exponents together. So this is the same as 5 to the x squared plus 8 equals 5 to the 3 times 2x. In other words, 5 to the x squared plus 8 is equal to 5 raised to the 6 times x power. Okay, so now I'm happy. I have equality, and each side has a single exponential with the same base 5. Now, according to the rule up in the cloud, that means that I can set the exponents equal to each other, bring those variables downstairs from the attic. Okay, so this means, since we were able to show we have base 5 on both sides, this means that the exponent x squared plus 8 is equal to the exponent 6x. Yes. All we need to do is solve this second degree equation, and we'll have our solutions. Okay, second degree equation. We solve second degree equations by getting everything over to the left side and then factoring the non-zero side if possible. If not, we'd use the quadratic formula. So we're going to factor by guessing x minus 2 times x minus 4, then set each of the factors equal to 0 and solve. We get x equals 2 union together with x equals 4, and we are finished.